Well, good evening and welcome to Trenton, Tennessee. My name's Dan Reaves, along with Paul Schultze, Rachel Schultze. This telecast is a part of Worthy Road Studios and BallGame Blitz. Pleasure to have you along with us here for championship baseball. This is Babe Ruth League, the championship for Northwest Tennessee. Tonight's game features the All-Stars from Union City, coached by Brian Babb, and the Trenton All-Stars, coached by Keith Tilley. Trenton, the home team tonight, so Union City will start things off at the dish. For Trenton, we'll set the defense for you. Tim Fields is the shortstop, Mateo Anderson in center field. Drew Powell's the third baseman, Miguel Anderson at second base, Jacob Tilley at first base, Austin Workman's in right field. The catcher's Russell Carlton, Preston Fesmeyer, and left fielder is Nathan Autry. The pitcher for the Trenton team is Dwayne Cunningham. So that's the defense for you. For Union City, leading off is Caleb Powell. Caleb also is catching tonight. So Caleb Powell, Jordan Fowler, and Clint Baker will lead the game off for Union City. We're just about set to begin championship baseball here for Northwest Tennessee All-Stars on a gorgeous, gorgeous mid-July afternoon. Temperature right at 75 degrees. Few white, fluffy clouds floating around, but nothing major here. No threat of rain. Couldn't ask for better weather conditions in West Tennessee. This is what they call a Chamber of Commerce day. Boy, so it's like being in San Diego. Of course, minus the Pacific Ocean and the beautiful mountains. Other than that, this is just like it. Caleb Dowell leading off here for Union City against the right-handed pitching Cunningham. Here's a liner, right field. That's a fair ball. Rounding first base on his way to second is Dowell. He'll be in easily at second. He's going to stretch it into a triple. He'll slide in there for a leadoff triple for Union City as Caleb Dowell went the opposite direction with a beautiful line shot down that right field line, and Union City's in business. That'll bring up Jordan Fowler, the pitcher for Union City, left-handed batting Fowler against the right-handed pitching Cunningham for Trenton. Out of the stretch with a runner on third base. Swing and a miss, strike one. Victor Parkins going to join us on the telecast. Victor is the executive editor for the Mile and Beer Exchange newspaper. Back in our Babe Ruth days, I struck Victor out more than on one occasion. Here's the 0-1. A little bit high. That'll even account at a ball in a strike. Victor, how you doing?
Couldn't be better.
Great to see you,
Beautiful
man.
day out here, isn't it?
Gorgeous. You missed a leadoff triple by Dowell down that right field line.
I heard it.
Now Fowler, 1-1. Swing and a miss. Ball gets away for the catcher, and here comes Dowell. He's going to score. Caleb Dowell, remember that name.
Do.
If he plays football for the Tornadoes, he got some speed.
I know that name.
Tim Fields.
I've heard of it.
We played against him and with him. The senior, Tim Fields from Trenton. What a great athlete he was.
He was. You didn't want to get in that guy's way.
Yeah. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Fowler. Here's the 1-2. Just out of the strike zone. Even accounted 2 balls and 2 strikes. Worthy Road Studios. Victor, take a look at this high definition. 5 cameras we're using tonight.
Nice.
What a gorgeous production. Hopefully they'll get a shot of the telecasters, the play-by-play crew. There's a 2-2. Call strike 3. He struck him out. So Fowler goes down on strikes for the first out in the top of the first inning. Union City already with a run home. That'll bring up Clint Baker. Clint, the first baseman for Union City. Boy, Caleb Dowell, that leadoff triple, and it's scoring on the pass ball. First pitch to Baker, down low, ball 1. Did you ever play over here on this field, Victor?
I never did. I don't think I did, Dan.
Did you play with the Pit Dogs, our softball team?
I did play with the Pit Dogs.
Well, you know, we played a
did.
championship game on this field.
I was thinking it was the other one over there.
Here's the 0-1 outside, even accounted a ball and a strike. Yeah, we played in this league in Trenton. Rick Gravy was our power hitter, and they tried to negate his power and put us on his big field. Rick hit him out of here. Here's the 1-1. Inside, nearly hit him. 2 balls and a strike. by Quint Baker.
Wind blowing in. I don't see a long ball today, Dan.
Probably not. This is a big field. The dimensions here. 2-1 pitch. Curve ball. Call strike 2. Yeah, this is a big field. The dimensions, Victor, best I remember, around 320 down the lines. Here's the 2-2. Swing. Pop up. Fly ball. Center field. Center fielder moves over. Makes the play on it. That's Matea Anderson. Round number 2. Making the play there. Now, Victor, I can't see as well as I used to. Can you make out the numbers on those signs?
You'll have to excuse my eyesight, Dan. I can't see them either.
We'll try to get Paul Schultz. He's the only one wearing glasses out here. Yeah, man, we're getting old.
There's 3 digits.
Well, you know, that's a great idea. Paul says, look at the TV monitor, Morons. It's on TV. At the plate, the cleanup hitter, Christian Carey. Christian plays left field for Union City. 1-0 Union City. Top of the first inning, 2 down, nobody on base. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2, 2-0. Yeah, Victor, seems like we should still be out there playing, doesn't it?
It goes by fast, Dan.
Oh, it does. Seemed like just yesterday I was taking Kevin Ward. Yard. 2-0 pitch, swing, ground ball first base. First baseman fields it, steps on the bag for out number 3. Making a play over there was Fessmeyer. So that'll retire the side with Union City with 1 run on 1 hit. And after a half inning of play, it's Union City 1 and Trenton 0. So what do we do between innings? Just watch what we say. How you doing, Vic?
Couldn't be better,
money,
Dan.
Man, I need my money.
I was going to settle up after.
It's good.
Feels like we're about to call a football game, doesn't it?
It really does. Yeah. Man.
So is this a state championship?
It's the Northwest Tennessee Championship.
Okay.
So the winner here goes on to the state tournament, right? See, this is like the early satellite television days, to where when you're watching a sporting event, they go to a commercial, feed stays live on the announcers.
I got
Remember
you.
those days?
Yeah.
It makes it more interesting.
That's going to be on YouTube, and it'll be on your website. But
Yeah.
I just want to separate my innings.
Sure. Let's see.
Tell you what kind of guy Mike Patrick is. That's why he's a pallbearer.
Man, I tell you.
That's why I'm a little late.
It's still being recorded, though.
Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. This third base.
Seven innings.
On to the bottom of the first inning. Trenton down 1-0. Will send Tim Fields up to the plate to lead off. First pitch call, strike 1. Jordan Fowler, the pitcher for Union City, the southpaw, left-hander, pitching against the right-hander, hitting Tim Fields. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Call, strike 2. He may not be relation to the Tim that we were talking about.
I'm thinking he's not.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Foul back into the screen. Count remains 0-2. Well, Tim Fields
Certainly left his mark on the town of Trenton.
You ain't kidding, man. And his sons were very good players for Peabody. You still got anybody over there playing? You know?
I believe he does.
Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing, line, center field, base hit, gets by the center fielder. Bill's going to round first, and a second. It changes line. He shuffled back. The first base leadoff single for Trenton. It is Tim Fields, Jr. Sure is. We just had a note passed to us. Victor, I can't believe we were questioning ourselves. That'll bring up Mateo Anderson, the center fielder for Trenton. Leadoff man on first base for Peabody, nobody down. Bottom of the first inning, Union City with a 1-0 lead. Lefty on lefty here is Anderson. Hits him the left side of the plate. First pitch swinging, foul back to the screen, it's 0-1. You know, Victor, speaking of talking baseball today, the West 10, well, now the Jackson Generals, the last two homestands, the previous homestand to this last one, drew in 25,000. And then this homestand had crowds of 5,000. We'll talk more about that. Go to first base. Oh, boy, he just got back. Fields really got hung up out there. Beautiful move by Jordan Fowler, the pitcher.
Caught him leaning.
Yeah, that left-hander, you got to keep a close eye. Crafty left-hander. But the attendance really starting to pick up at Generals Park in Jackson. 0-1 pitch stays high, 1-1 on the curveball. Major League Baseball All-Star game tonight. Not what it used to be, is it?
It's not, but you know I'm going to try to catch Jeter.
Oh, yeah.
Last game.
Here's the 1-1 pitch on its way, swing. And a miss, gets by the catcher. Fields will head down to second base on the pass ball. And now Trenton with a runner in scoring position. Nobody down, top of the first inning with a 1-2 count on Mateo Anderson. Yeah, Derek Jeter, what is this, 16th season?
16th season, I believe. Yep. Able to see him in person a couple months ago.
1-2 on Mateo. Here's the 1-2. Just outside. That'll leave it a count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Did you meet him? Did you talk to Jeter?
No, I wasn't that fortunate, but I did sit about 10 rows behind him and got to see the Yankee Stadium, you know, in person. And it was a fabulous experience.
Here's the 2-2. Curveball stays high. Ball 3. Runs a count full. So new Yankee Stadium.
The new Yankee Stadium. First and only trip there. Hope it's not the last.
Beautiful, huh?
It was awesome.
Full count on Mateo Anderson. Runner on second base. Nobody down. Bottom of the first inning. Here's the payoff pitch. Fouled out of play. We'll do it over. Yeah, the Yankees in that AL East right now, kind of a surprise this year. The Yankees or Boston not being in first place for the first time in a long time. Here's the payoff pitch. Down low, ball 4. And Anderson will take first base. That'll bring up Drew Powell, the third baseman for Trenton. Nobody down. Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 Union City. Union City with a leadoff triple. Got to run home on a wild pitch to take a 1-0 lead. Now Trenton with the first 2 batters on base. And Drew Powell at the plate, the right-handed batting Powell. First pitch swinging. Ground ball, second base. To second for 1 on to first. Double play.
Nice.
Beautifully done. They call that an inning killer. Clint Baker. With a
Certainly.
nice shot fielding that ball over to his shortstop. On to first base, and Fields will move over to third base. Now Trenton has a runner on third with 2 down, and it's all up to Miguel Anderson. And Trenton's going to tie the score here in the bottom of the first inning. Double plays, they call him a pitcher's best friend.
You got that right.
First pitch swinging, fouled, back into the screen. It's 0-1 on Anderson.
Changed quickly with 1 pitch. Trenton looked like they were in great position to send a man across the plate.
And Graham Pascal, the shortstop for Union City, did a great job on that turn. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing.
How about that?
Back to the pitcher, caught it for out number 3. Low ball. Nice job of Fowler. And so Trenton, after getting the first 2 men on base, unable to get a run across. We'll move on to the second inning. Union City leading 1-0.